I received news yesterday that makes me a little less encouraged and more concerned. I received a call from a bank here in Tennessee's 6th Congressional District yesterday, alerting me to the fact that they have been notified at the beginning of this week by the Fed that they would only be receiving a small portion of their weekly order of coinage. According to this banker, his institution will likely run out of coins by Friday of this week or this weekend. And after some preliminary research, I found that many other banks across my district are having the same operational challenge. My fear is that customers who use these banks will react very poorly. And I know that we all don't want to wake up to headlines in the near future that, such as banks out of money. Chairman Powell, I wonder, are you aware of this issue and what is being done to mitigate it?
Thank you. Yes, I am aware of it. I'm very much aware of it. And let me say, what's happened is that with the partial closure of the economy, the flow of coins through the economy has it's kind of stopped. The places where you go to give your coins and get credit at the store, get cash, get folding money, those have not been working. Stores have been closed. So the whole system of flow has had come to a stop. We're well aware of this. We're working with the Mint and we're working with the reserve banks. And as the economy reopens, we're seeing coins begin to move around again. So if the bank hasn't already done so, they should certainly be in touch with their reserve bank to report this situation. And we've been working on this problem, and very much appreciate your bringing it to our attention. We feel like we're making progress, but it's been something that we've been working on.
Chairwoman Waters, I'd like to submit for the record this release from the Fed, strategic allocation of coin inventories.
Without objection, such is the order.
Chairman Powell, I wonder, and to some degree you've already spoken to this, but is this indicative of a larger issue? And is it temporary, or is this point to a larger structural issue on this particular matter?
No, we believe it's just temporary. It's due to the fact that of the economy being in significant part closed, as I mentioned, and the flow of coins through the economy. Something that the reserve banks and the banks think about it all the time, but now we're beginning to see those shortages. We've been aware of it. We're working with the Mint to increase supply, and we're working with the reserve banks to get that supply where it needs to be. So we think it's a temporary situation.
And if you would give, I guess, the banks that I'm talking with, like the one that I mentioned in my district, what would you suggest they do to deal with this issue? And I'm thinking particularly not only about the banks, but their customers, businesses, and the consumer who is going to be faced, all of these institutions and individuals are going to be faced with the prospect of having to round up or round down. And in a time when pennies are the difference between profitability and loss, it seems like it might be a bigger concern than the announcement from the Fed would indicate that it is.
So I would encourage your banks to get in touch with their reserve bank. I don't know whether you're Atlanta or St. Louis, but which area, it may be both in your district. I don't know, but in any case, they're responsible for this, and we're working hard on it.